Good morning. Good morning. I don't know why this keeps happening. Good morning. Okay, there we go. We are live. Every time I connect, there's something that doesn't want to connect, which is interesting. So we're live and welcome to Swahili Sunday. And good morning or good evening, wherever you're watching from. It's good to be here. Thank God I've got another day to share and say hello and do things for the mission for baskets and beads. This is one of my favorite dresses I got for my last trip in Kenya. I just love this dress and I love the fabric and I love the colors of the fabric. It's just, I have several others that I brought back, but this one is a favorite. I really love it. And there's another one that matches the Indigo, my dog Indigo's bandana. I love that one too. So had that one specially made. Anyway, I wanted to share first of all about some upcoming events. So Tukio is the Swahili word for event. As we're starting to get out of summer and heading towards fall, more pop-ups are going to be happening. I'm hoping to increase sales at Fairtrade Long Beach and online, so I don't have to do as many pop-ups for the time being. In order to earn money, I have to do events, Tukio, uh, it, and attract buyers and wholesalers, and it's a process, especially when I work a job on top of it. So the next weekend, if you're local to Southern California, next weekend, Pasadena, the Pasadena Bead and Design Show is at the Hilton Hotel in Pasadena. So if you are local, I would love to see you. If you want to come, you can DM me and I can send you a code where you can register and get in for free. I think it's like an $8 or $10 entrance free when you connect with me. Yeah, entrance free when you connect with me. So if you're interested in going, I have a code where you can register in advance and go at no cost. So love to see you at the Pasadena Bead and Design Show. And yes, colors are really happy. They make me happy. I'm so glad that I'm not colorblind. I know I've met people who are colorblind, and it's just it's an interesting thing. They see some color, but not as bright of colors. But I'm grateful that I can see these colors and have these colors. My garden sanctuary has a lot of color in it. I have roses that are pink and yellow, and I have other flowers that are yellow and white, and then there's a lot of green. This plant here, it's flowered a couple times, has really pretty kind of orange flowers, and so I have a lot of color in my life. But anyway, Pasadena Bead and Design Show. If you're local and you want to come, PM me and I will send you the code where you can register and get in at no cost. Obviously you have to come by the Baskets and Beads booth, take a picture. We'll take a picture and say hey. But there's a lot of other great vendors there. It's a really interesting show. People have stones and beads, and there's clothing, and there's obviously baskets and beads, and there's jewelry, and all kinds of different things that you can find there. So come and check that out. Love to have you come. At the end of the month, I'm doing a church sale, and I don't have the info in front of me, but I'll post that as well. It is out that way, not quite to Pasadena. I think it's kind of the other direction out that way. It's a ways away from me here where I am. So I don't think there will be an entrance fee to that, but I'll post that. So if you're local, you can come. September 17th, if you are local, we are doing a Tea with a Purpose on Saturday during the day at a home in Costa Mesa. There's going to be more information coming on that, but it's a beautiful home. There's a pool. We're going to be doing tea and scones or whatever we're going to be doing. I'm sure that temperature will be a little cooler than it is now. So obviously shopping, I'll have baskets and beads on hand and just share a little bit about my trip in Kenya and answer any questions that anybody may have, and just a time to get together and hang out. So more coming on that. We are looking at possibly having a pop-up event of our own in October timeframe. We're still locking down the date and the cost and that with the organizer, but we're looking at having a fair trade event in October and in Santa Ana. So more to follow on that as well. A lot of events coming up. If you want to get on the newsletter and find out about these events, of course I'll post here, but it's good to be on the newsletter so you can get all the details. PM me or email. We're switching over into a new customer relationship management system. The pop-up that's on there, it will still register your email. So if you want to go to basketsandbeadskenya.com, you can do that and register your email there, or you can PM me and you'll get updates. And I put out discounts to people on the list and specials and things like that. I feature product of the week and all that. So I'd love to have you connected, because you never know, things happen in social media and sometimes people get shut down or people don't see the posts or whatever unless you're paying for it. But would love for you to connect with me off of social media. So basketsandbeadskenya.com. Let me put up that banner so you can go there. basketsandbeadskenya.com. All right, awesome. And there did a couple updates, changed some photos around. So there's a new photo on the main page, and then if you scroll down, you'll see new photos of the ladies from this last trip. And still working on doing more blog posts about that trip. It's takes time to get all that stuff. I'm slow. I have to be okay with being slow. If you're doing a lot of things, and sometimes I mean, I do a lot. I work a job and then I work this business on top of it, and also the nonprofit. So the bead sales are in the for-profit business because of the fact that I do speaking and I get paid for speaking, and I sell beads when I'm speaking. It was just too confusing to do both. So the school fees and the medical care and anything that we do for sustainability in that aspect is in the nonprofit. So still it all goes to the ladies and helps them. Obviously I buy up front. So people always ask me, do you send this back to them? That's not a model that works. A give back model doesn't work, because as I've explained before, okay, I've got some necklaces that I brought back with me in 2018 that still haven't sold. So would it be fair for me to hang on to that stuff for 3, 4, 5 years and hope it sells and then send the money back when it finally sells? No, I buy everything up front. So they set the price that's fair for them and their economy. I buy it up front. I bring it here and resell it, and then I reinvest into the business. I love to be able to pay myself a salary one day so I could leave my corporate job. Don't know if that'll happen, but right now all the money goes back into the business to buy more product and cover costs like our booth space at Fairtrade Long Beach, or the fees we have to pay for pop-up events. And just we were doing really well with wholesale customers and retail and pop-up events before COVID. And COVID, we were still working at, like everybody is, building back. So if you think about buying somebody a gift, give them a gift card if you don't have time to get it, or you are welcome to put their address in and send me a note that says this is from you for them for that gift. So basketsandbeadskenya.com, you can find that there. And if you or if you are local, you can visit Fairtrade Long Beach. Would love for you to stop by Fairtrade Long Beach. I'll probably in the fall start having some events there in the evening and let people come and shop late night kind of thing, and we'll have some events there. But the next event on tap is September 17th in Costa Mesa. So if you're local, you'll see some info coming up on that soon. I'm going to create an event on Facebook so people can see that, and we're going to have a great time. Tea and scones, and talk about Kenya and just connect. And it's not ladies only, even though mostly women come. I mean, men can come too. Actually, one of the ladies brought her husband, and he enjoyed it quite a lot. So men and women are welcome. Tea isn't just for women, but so think about that if you are available. It'll be probably around 11 to 2 type of time frame. We're still working on what the time frame will be, but probably around that time, and uh, it'll be great. So I wanted to share a scripture today. Uh, actually, a couple scriptures. I have it on the banner. Getting ready to go to church, going to the 11 o'clock church service today, and uh, looking forward to that. Seeing some of my brothers and from the veterans ministry, and have listen to some word, do some praise and worship. And my friend Nancy, who has been in China for the last, well, she's been there 6 years, but because of COVID, she hasn't been able to leave for the last 3 years, is here, and we're catching up, and then she's heading off to Kazakhstan. So I am happy to have her here. She's one of my best buds, and uh, miss her being around, but she's enjoying teaching. She's teaching abroad and having a great time with that. So excited to have her here during this time. Anyway, Luke 12:2-3. I'll read it and then I'll share about it. So the time is coming when everything that is covered up will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to all. Whatever you've said in the dark will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be shouted from the housetops for all to hear. And I don't know if you've ever had a situation where something has happened to you and you think that you're the only one that's happened to, and that the person will never, nobody will ever believe you, and that the person will never be brought out in the light and be made accountable for their actions. Happened to me in the military, happens to a lot of women in the military. Most women do not report military sexual assault because of the fact that women aren't believed. And I'm not going to go into the situation, but there's a situation where I see that happening, where a person's been operating behind the scenes or been operating a certain way, and the 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 light is being brought out on the true nature of the character. So I'm just saying that just to say that if you have something where someone has done something to you inappropriate or wronged you in some way, or you're upset about it, first of all, you have to work on forgiveness. I've had a lot of people do me wrong in my life, including my parents. Both my parents were alcoholics. My mother died of alcoholism when I was 12, and I resented her for many, many years. And who was that hurting? Wasn't hurting anybody but me, because she was gone. So I had to work on the forgiveness aspect of that with my parents and other people who've done me wrong. So when somebody does you wrong and you feel that rage of unforgiveness, you have to work in your heart to forgive them. That doesn't mean, one, that you have to have them back in your life. And it's just releasing it from you, getting it off of you, not carrying it around, because if you carry it around, it'll affect you negatively. But many times in my life when I'm like, oh, this person is just getting away with, they did this to me, and then you see them do it to a string of other people. I had a situation with someone who basically robbed me in a situation, and many years later, some karma caught up. As they say, you reap what you sow. People in the outside of the Bible call it karma, I guess. I mean, that's what it is. It's like you reap what you sow, and it does catch up to them. You just got to keep praying to get it off of you. And I'm seeing that happening in situations right now where somebody who did something egregious to me, and I released it and let it go, and then it's kind of like, am I the only one? And come to find out, oh no, there's other people who are experiencing the same thing. So in if you pray about it and you release it and you forgive it, eventually the light's going to be shined on it, and the person will become made to be held accountable for their actions. Like I said, I've seen it happen so many times where it's like, and then something happens. It's like, wow, that was years ago that this person did this to me, but they did a string of things to other people too, and then it caught up to them, and they got some consequences for in a different way for their actions. And it's like, it's kind of a relief in a way, or it's kind of, you feel a little vindication, like, okay, that God did see what I went through and didn't let this person keep on going. I mean, you think about darkness and light. If there's darkness and you shine a light on it, what happens? The place lights up, and things can't hide in the darkness. So, just want to share that today a little bit because I think that many of us have things happen to us, and we think that, oh, nothing's going to happen regarding that, or nothing's going to be done, or the person or people are going to just keep on doing what they're doing. And sometimes that kind of thing happens for years, where somebody's done something and then they continually do things to other people, and then eventually it catches up with them because the light is shined on it. So if you have any situations like that, just be prayerful of it. Work on the forgiveness on yourself to release it from your body, and just let God work, because He will work and bring that to the light. That's about all I had to share today. I want to get ready to head out to church here in a little bit. I hope you all are having a great Sunday, great rest of your Sunday. Always, if you are interested in supporting our ministry with education, we are providing school fees for right now 8 children. There are others who would like school fees as well. Plus, we're also doing working on the foundational work for a farming project with another group of women. This is expanding more than I even thought possible. You can go to basketsandbeadskenya.org and you can donate there, or reach out to me if you want to discuss any of that. If you want to sponsor a specific kid, I have somebody who's sponsoring 2 kids specifically, and we can set you up with that too. And you can even I send these kids videos to encourage them and let them know I'm praying for them. And even though I'm way over here, I'm still thinking about them, and it encourages them to keep going. One of the kids, his name's Aloys. I just put it out in the newsletter today. He had run away to the streets, and he's in high school now, and he's interested in engineering, specifically robotics, which I'm excited. And he's very interested and focused. He has that kind of a mind. So who knows what he can be with the opportunity to get educated. If he didn't have the opportunity to get educated, he would not have the opportunity to have any opportunities, basically. So if you're interested in that, basketsandbeadskenya.org. You can reach out to me at eldana@basketsandbeadskenya.com, or message me here, and I'm happy to discuss anything with you if you want to know some specifics and how we work it. And 100% of the money that's donated for the kids goes to the kids. Eventually, we will have some overhead. Right now, there isn't any, thankfully, but as with any organization, you can't operate without some kind of costs. But right now, 100% of the money is able to go to the kids. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me and let me know, and I can tell you about the kids that we're sponsoring. I think I actually put up a blog post about 2 of the kids last week, so I'm trying to put that up as well, so people can see what we're doing and how we're helping these children have opportunities to go to school. And what that does with the ladies, it takes because we have 6 of the kids from the Kipsongo slum, it takes that stressor off of them, and they know that at least their children have an opportunity to maybe get out of that slum. And of course, our big goal is to move them out of the slum, build some housing for them, and that's a bigger project that we're working on as well. So again, if you know of a Rotary or any other club that donates to causes to fund things like this, would love it if you would connect me to them or make an introduction, and I can present what it is that we're doing. We have one Rotary of Temecula. So grateful for them. They continue to support the school fees and have helped send a lot of kids to school. So that's something that we're really excited about and happy about and grateful for, and would love for you to be on board and be part of it. All right, everybody, I am heading out, going to get ready and chill a little bit. I think I'll have some Kenya tea and then head on out to church. So hope you guys have a great day. Nakupenda.